Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In Surah Mulk verses 8 to 10, Allah says, تَكَادُ تَمَيَّزُ مِنَ الْغَيْظِ كُلَّمَا أُلْقِيَ فِيهَا فَوْجٌ سَأَلَهُمْ خَزَنَتُهَا أَلَمْ يَأْتِكُمْ نَذِيرٌ قَالُوا بَلَى قَدْ جَاءَنَا نَذِيرٌ فَكَذَّبْنَا وَقُلْنَا مَا نَزَّلَ اللَّهُ مِنْ شَيْءٍ إِنْ أَنْتُمْ إِلَّا فِي ضَلَالٍ كَبِيرٍ وَقَالُوا لَوْ كُنَّا نَسْمَعُ أَوْ نَعْقِلُ مَا كُنَّا فِي أَصْحَابِ السَّعِيرِ. And the translation of this verse is, it almost bursts with rage. Every time a company is thrown into it, its keepers will ask them, did there not come to you a warner? They will say, yes, a warner did come to us, but we denied and said, Allah has not sent down anything. You are in nothing but in great error. And they will say, if only we had been listening, or if only we used our aql, we would not be amongst the companions of the blazing fire. The ability to think and listen to your heart is one of the greatest gifts given to mankind. When someone warns us, advises us, shares a verse of the Quran with us, teaches us something important, our ears hear the words, the message travels to our hearts, and at that moment we have to make a choice. Will we dig deeper into understanding this message which we know is right, which we know is coming from the same God we will have to stand in front of? Or will we ignore it and walk away? Now, some of us take the message seriously. We ponder, think, ask questions, study some more, and eventually submit to Allah. But most of us, we just run away. We tell ourselves, not now. I'm busy studying for my exams. Not now. I'm already dealing with so much more in my life. Not now. I'm too young. I can take this seriously when I'm older. Not now. I might lose my family and friends. Not now. Islam will ask me to change myself and I don't want to change. So yes, we did hear the message, but we didn't pay attention. And then to ease the guilt inside of us, we came up with all kinds of lame excuses. Surah Mulk, a beautiful surah, reminds us right in the beginning that the amazing creator who created everything flawlessly, the earth, the skies, the entire universe, created you and me to test which of us will run towards good, which of us will run towards the truth, which of us will submit. There is only one reason for our creation. So those who did not do this, they can call themselves any kind of label that they want. They can call themselves even Muslims, but they did not do the job. They did not fulfill the purpose for which they were made. And then in Surah Mulk, Allah depicts in these verses a very scary image of Jahannam. People are being thrown into it in groups, piled one on top of each other, as if there is a mountain of people in the hellfire. But before they are thrown in, the keepers of Jahannam, in other words, the angels who are on guard, will stop the people who are being thrown in and will ask them, didn't anyone come to you to warn you? And the people will respond, yes, we were warned, but we denied. If only we had listened, if only we used our aql, we would not be in this Jahannam today. Now, of course, we could ask this question, why are the angels even asking? Don't the angels know? This is done to prove that every person thrown into Jahannam will believe that he does truly deserve Jahannam. No one on the Day of Judgment will say, Allah has been unfair to me. Allah has been unjust to me. And this is also being done as an extreme form of humiliation. Imagine when you do something wrong and no one knows about it. So you ignore it and you keep moving on until one day someone finds out what you did. Not only is it embarrassing that now someone knows what you did, but what makes it more embarrassing is when that person comes up to you and asks you, what were you thinking? Did you not know this was wrong? Did you just spend so many years just ignoring and covering it up? Why didn't you do something about it? And at that point, you are forced to say, yes, I did know it was wrong. If only I had paid attention. If only I had listened to the warnings that family and friends kept giving me. If only I had used my aql, I would not be in this situation. And saying this just makes it so much more humiliating. So it's humiliating that someone is found out, but what's more humiliating is when the person starts interrogating us and we have to admit that we were fools to have done it, and we were fools to not have corrected our mistake. So in the same way, Allah is warning us in Surah Mulk, use your hearing, use the intellect that Allah has given you for the right purpose. Instead of reserving your aql only for dunya, exams, career, pleasing society, now is your time. Listen, pay attention, submit now before a day comes of extreme humiliation. Assalamu alaikum.